So today is the day, March 26, 2026. A massive day for Pakistan cricket because the PSL is officially an 8-team league for the very first time. But there's a really interesting secret behind how they're actually making this bigger season work. Let's break it all down.
Okay, so let's just get right to the big question on everyone's mind. 8 teams, but each team only plays 10 league matches. How does that even work? I mean, usually more teams means way more games, a much longer season. So how did the PSL add 2 whole new franchises and still keep things so tight? It's actually a pretty genius solution.
Right, so this is a huge moment. For the very first time, 8 teams are going head-to-head for that PSL trophy. And this isn't just about cramming in more matches for the sake of it. It's a really strategic move to make the PSL brand even bigger, to expand its reach. And they're doing all this while trying to fit into what is, let's be honest, an absolutely packed global cricket schedule.
All right, so let's welcome the newcomers to the party. First up, we've got the Hyderabad Kingsmen, and they're being led by the master tactician from Australia, Marnus Labuschagne. Then you've got the Rawalpindi Pindies, with the one and only Mohammad Rizwan at the helm. Talk about 2 completely different vibes. These 2 teams are definitely going to shake things up.
Okay, back to that puzzle. How do they pull it off? This is where things get really clever. The secret sauce is this new format they've come up with called the 7+3 system. And honestly, this little bit of math is the key to making this whole expanded tournament even happen.
So let's think about the problem the organizers were up against. If you did a normal round-robin format where every team plays every other team twice, you'd be looking at a marathon of over 60 matches. No way. The real challenge was, how do you fit an 8-team tournament into just 39 days and keep it fast, intense, and exciting?
And here's their brilliant, super elegant solution. It's all about 2 phases. First, there's what they're calling the universal round. Super simple. Everybody plays everybody else just one time. So that's 7 matches right there. After that, for phase 2, the group sprint, they split the league into 2 groups of 4. Then you just play the other 3 teams in your little group one more time.
And boom, there you have it. 7 matches from that first universal round, plus 3 more from your group sprint, equals 10 league matches for every team. See? Simple. It's such an effective way to keep the whole season compact while making sure every single game is super competitive. So what does all this mean for us, the fans? Well, it means we get a really fast, really intense 44-match tournament. But, and this is a big but, there's a catch. Your favorite rivalry, the big one, like Lahore versus Karachi, it might only happen once all season. That is, unless they happen to land in the same group for that second phase. It means every single match, especially those big rivalry games, is now absolutely massive.
Okay, so we've got the format down. Now let's switch gears and talk about tonight's opening game, because this is where the story takes a really strange turn. The whole thing is happening under some very, very weird circumstances. Honestly, the biggest story tonight isn't just about the teams on the field. It's about the complete lack of atmosphere around them. So tonight, it's a classic showdown. You've got the defending champs, the mighty Lahore Qalandars, and they're facing off against the brand new kids on the block, the Hyderabad Kingsmen. It's the old guard versus the new blood, a classic story. But, like I said, there's a huge twist to all of this.
And here it is. The twist is, the stadium is going to be completely empty. I'm serious. No fans, no big opening ceremony, nothing. And you might be wondering why. Well, it's because of a national energy conservation policy and some regional fuel shortages. It's forced the league to play the entire first leg of the tournament behind closed doors. It's going to be a silent, almost eerie way to kick things off.
Just try to imagine what that's like for the players. This quote really hits the nail on the head. The silence will put extreme pressure on the players to create their own intensity. Without that roar of the crowd, they have to dig deep and generate their own energy. It's a massive psychological test. And you know what? It might just even the odds between the teams.
So in this silent arena, every single on-field decision, every bit of strategy becomes that much more important. And tonight's game is the perfect example because it's a clash between 2 totally different ways of thinking about cricket.
All right, so in one corner, you've got Lahore's legendary pace battery. We're talking raw, frightening speed and aggression from the trio of Shaheen Afridi, Haris Rauf, and Mustafizur Rahman. And in the other corner, you have Hyderabad's brain game. This is all about tactical, calculated moves. It's a chess match led by their coach, Jason Gillespie, and captain Labuschagne. It really is raw power versus pure precision.
But just when you think it's all about pace versus brains, there's a wild card that could just throw everyone's plans right out the window: the dew. And this number, 65%, well, that is huge. It's basically the massive, massive advantage that the team winning the toss and choosing to bowl first gets in Lahore this time of year. A wet, slippery ball can literally decide the entire game. So, you know what? This entire game could boil down to just the first few overs, and the key battle you have to watch is the master versus the apprentice. It's Shaheen Afridi, the king of the first over wicket, going up against the fearless young gun Saeem Ayub and his famous no-look scoop. Seriously, if Ayub can just survive that initial storm from Shaheen, Hyderabad's chances go way, way up. And so that leaves us with the one big question for tonight. In the strange, eerie silence of Gaddafi Stadium, with absolutely no crowd noise to shift the momentum, what's going to win out? Is it going to be the raw, untamed power of Lahore's fast bowlers, or will it be the cool, calculated master plan of the new guys from Hyderabad? The stage is set, and it's going to be fascinating to watch.